Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here on FC24. Where last episode, we introduced the back to upgrade system in which we got absolutely no upgrades last episode to our players. No manual upgrades, I should say. Unfortunately, but not unfortunately, did have Hoffman Jr. score a goal this season against Man City in that 4-2 defeat that we got absolutely battered by. We got battered by Man City. We got battered by Newcastle. We drew to Sheffield United. We now sit 17th in the league. We have Fulham, Villa, and somebody else in today's episode as well. Maybe even Chelsea. Things need to start turning around if we want to get into a European spot next season. This might be the end of this career mode if we don't get into European football at all. And our only route might have to be through the FA Cup starting in January. And starting things off here with a scouting report in Australia. We got nobody in the initial kind of boost scout report last episode. And we are looking like we are not getting anything in this episode either. Now over to Poland. And it's looking like it might be the same just by the brush of my eyes. What? And then over to homeland England. We are looking for somebody that might be decent or might be so terrible but could also be decent as well. Maybe this guy Reece Scott, 400k. Nope. Lance Williamson. Nope. But that being said, we are going to go ahead and promote Andres Rubio. I want to bring him into the team. I want to place Guzman with this guy. I think he's going to be great. And Rubio starts in his first game here at the club, and we go ahead and drop Ponce because of his poor form. I mean, this whole team has been poor form, but Santos and Ponce, I should say, Ponce was absolutely awful last episode. He had a chance for upgrade. He missed every single chance on goal against Newcastle, so he get dropped. And we are going to go ahead and offer an upgrade for Rubio. Actually, no, we're not, because he can get a clean sheet. We're going to go ahead and offer a thing for Santos, +1 finishing for him if he can score a goal from outside of the 6-yard box but inside the 18 box. Cunningham, Maldonado, Lechano, Yurdabe with the save. Ruiz will keep it in play as well, and Santos will look to try and create some type of break here. Santos now. Santos in towards Santos. Santos, I don't know what I'm saying. He actually scored from that angle. An absolute blubber of English there. Santos to Santos, and he actually managed to find him back in net after taking a touch away from the possible angle. Turned into nearly an impossible angle. And it's 1-0 for Santos. And was that outside the 6-yard box? Because if so, that's +1 finishing. And it technically is outside the 6. Did I say 6-yard box again? The 6-foot box, 6 whatever box. Maldonado, Diego Lopez, 1-1. Clean sheet gone. Hoffman Jr. winning the ball back in midfield. He'll find Santos. Santos will find Richie. Richie now from distance. Richie takes the lead again for Wakefield. Almost said Sheffield. And Richie, the club captain, makes it 2-1. Santos early into the second half. Santos, can we get a kickoff goal? Yes, we can. It's 3-1. I thought that was off target for a second. It's 3-1. And Wakefield are taking cruise control here over Fulham in this early relegation battle. Hopefully pushing us out of the relegation battle for good for the rest of our career here at Wakefield Juniors. Now in towards Santos. Santos in towards Hoffman Jr. Hoffman Jr. into Richie. Richie for his brace, and Richie will get his brace. And Wakefield absolutely flying. It's 4-1. And Richie has a brace. He absolutely just smacked Hoffman Jr. Wan-Bissaka tackled by Santos. Santos now over the top for Santos. Santos wants a brace of his own, and he will get a brace of his own. It's 5-1. Now we're just absolutely dominating him, but we'll also bring him back to goal difference as much as we can. And it's a Santos brace. Cross comes in. Martins heads it away. Meyer now on the ball. Meyer in towards Santos. He's on a hat trick here. Can Santos create some type of space? He's going to lay it off for Martins. Martins now, he's going. It's going to be Martins to shoot the ball. Instead, it's going to be 6-1 here against Fulham. Diego Lopez, Lechano, Vapato, Rodrigo Munez, they get a second. They close that gap just a little bit, but it won't matter, obviously. Diego Lopez, they're trying to half in the deficit now at this point. Diego Lopez, Vapato, it's 6-3. Don't call it a comeback. And that's going to be a penalty. This is going to end up 6-4. This game is going to end up 6-4. Wow. Diego Lopez, it's 6-4. Wow. Meyer in towards Santos, tackled by Wan-Bissaka, and that might be game over. It is game over. A 6-4, a 10-goal thriller at the end. We took control. The clean sheet's obviously gone, but that's +1 finishing for Santos, and it's going to be +1 for, or +3 for whoever gets man of the match. Hopefully it is Santos. And Santos, no, oh, it is Santos. Santos will go ahead and get +4. +4 stats from one game for Kiai Santos, and he just earned the starting spot currently at the moment over Ponce, as we win 6-4 against Fulham. That's actually crazy. You know what? When this team right here was on the field for that first half and really a big chunk of the second half as well, they did great. They only conceded 1 goal. Obviously, we did substitute some players, and then we conceded 3 pretty quickly. In fact, nearly making it a dangerous game, but it wasn't. It was a 6-4 thumping, technically, I guess. We now take on Aston Villa at Villa Park. Santos starts again, and Rubio will start as well at center back, and we are going to go ahead and offer something else real quick. Hold on. Let me think. We are going to go ahead and offer Richie +1 passing if he can complete 15 passes in this game against Villa. His passing is probably one of his worst stats, so we're going to try and improve that now here against Villa. 15 completed passes. Lombardi, Diaby, 1-0 for Villa. Clean sheet gone already. Diaby, Molina. In for Lombardi. Lombardi in for Bahrain, and it's 2-0 for Villa. Out wide now for Sykes. Sykes into Alves. Alves into Santos. First time finish, and Santos puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-1. We're right back into this game. Sykes defends that beautifully, but clears it poorly. And in fact, he didn't clear it at all, leaving it for them just to tap it in, and it's 3-1 for Villa, and that is a game for sure 100% done. Game over, a 3-1 loss against Villa. Back down to reality. The thing is, was it Richie +1 for 15 completed passes? He completed 15 exactly. Wow. Out of 17 passes, he completed 15, so that's actually +1 passing for Richie for the start of next episode. Starting 11 here against Nottingham Forest is Santos. He's only, I guess, change from the normal starting 11 as Guzman gets his starting 11 rolled back at the moment now. Santos stays at striker, scoring in that last game against Villa, giving us some type of hope. And we are going to go ahead and offer +1 for Alves if he do something. Hold on, I'm going to get in the game and say something. Martinelli now. Hoffman Jr. in towards Martins. Martins in towards Alves. Alves is going to take it away. He's going to take it down the byline for once. Alves cross into the back post. It's terrible. Santos has it. Oh, Santos bicycle kicks it to Hoffman! And Hoffman only scores bangers. It's now 1-0 for Hoffman. Martinelli on the corner is taken short. He's studying in the boxes where we used to tackle him. It's now clearing it to Alves. Maybe no. Alenga. Camelo. 1-1. Clean sheet's gone already. Here's Camelo. Here's Nottingham Forest right before halftime trying to equalize it. That didn't work out. Richie now into Santos. Santos out wide to Santos. It's still with Santos. We might be going to halftime. We will be going to halftime. 1-1 here against Nottingham Forest. Santos cuts inside. Santos cuts aside again. It's still with Santos. Santos now into Santos. First time finish! And we get a kickoff goal. And it's Santos with Santos. And with Santos finishing it. Richie. Richie from distance! Richie absolutely bangs into the back of the net. It's 3-1. And that should do it. Changes are being made. Ponce is on for Santos. Meyer is on for Richie. Jacobson is on for Alves. And then Quiroga is on for Hoffman Jr. As we take a commanding lead here against Nottingham Forest. The game is not completely over yet, but we do have that little bit of that safety net with the 2-goal lead here. Ruiz, Quiroga, that should be game over. A 3-1 win over Nottingham Forest. A massive win in that as well. And I think we might get a +3 stats, plus a +1 stat for Alves. We have a lot of stat upgrades in today's video. I gave myself Where is Alves? Alves passing, crossing success rate is 20. I said the 20 and 30 because I didn't know how it would work. So that's +1 crossing for Mr. Alves. That will obviously take effect the start of next episode. I'm literally going to do it at the end right now. And then Kai Santos gets a +3 for man of the match again. So Santos is getting a plus, what is he getting? He's getting +4 for the first game. He's getting +3. So he's getting a +7 stat pad at the end of today's episode. He's been man of the match multiple times. And in fact, he's been man of the episode, really. We could give him a stat boost for that, but we won't. So we have a bunch of stat upgrades to things off for next episode. I will work on that. But we're going to get past this Chelsea game over a quick sim. Quick sim against Chelsea. We draw 0-0. I will happily take that. When we come back, we sit 15th in the league. Liverpool sit 13th. So they are having a season of despair as well. We are going to look to quest on our way up and towards the table. We got the table. Why did I say it like that? We got to get something going here in the month of December, and we might even make a big, massive purchase depending on how things goes. We have Middlesbrough, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, and West Ham. We'll probably play all 4 of those games. Quick simming Tottenham and Arsenal as we get into the January months.